So, most of the bourbon geeks out there, their daily drinkers, if they're on a budget, are going to be either Old Forester 100 proof or Wild Turkey 101. I don't know why those just seem to be the two that pop up, and for me, those are exactly the same two that I instantly gravitate towards when I'm looking for a daily drinker when I'm on a budget. But I think we might have found a new competitor for those. Welcome back to Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans. I'm Steven, and today we are answering the brand new question of, does Costco's new Bottled and Bond bourbon give the two reigning champs of our daily drinkers a run for their money? So, earlier in this week, I did a review of Costco's new Bottled and Bond. I liked it. I did love it, but I liked it for the price. I absolutely loved it. I still don't think it quite yet matches the knightlyhood of these two amazing bottles, but there's only one way to find out. So I got these three bottles poured, and I'm gonna go ahead and taste these. Normally I would typically do this blind, but I do not have the option to do that currently with my circumstances of being alone. But I'm gonna go ahead and try them, and I'm gonna let you know, honestly, what do I think? Hopefully trying to negate some of my bias towards the two hitters that I love so dearly and the brand new Costco Bottled and Bond bourbon. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the nose of the brand new Costco bourbon. Creamy vanilla, nutty oak, so much strawberry and cherry. Yeah, very rich smelling nose. I like this one a lot. Let's go ahead and try the Wild Turkey 101. Okay, oh wow, very similar. Very nutty, floral, creamy vanilla. Ooh. So right off the bat, when it comes to the Kirkland Bottled and Bond and Wild Turkey 101, I know that they're different whiskeys, and I can tell, but the noses are very similar, and I honestly can't see which one I would prefer over it. So let's go ahead and get on the nose of Old Forester 100. Okay, a lot less nutty, more creamy, simple caramels, a lot more fruits. I'm getting like apples and strawberries, a little bit of peach, like a peach ring almost, but like a peach ring that doesn't have a bunch of candy on it, so it's not like overly sweet and obnoxious. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so I can definitely tell a big difference between Old Forester 100 and the new Costco Bottled and Bond. But when it comes to Wild Turkey, the noses are very similar. I couldn't tell you which one I prefer. So let's go ahead and get on the palate of the new Costco Bottled and Bond. It's just like nutty, creamy milkshake with like strawberries and cherries and oak. Again, I remember I had this issue previously. It's slightly astringent, like dryness about halfway through to like 3/4 of the way. It's just slightly drying it. It's not completely drying, but like the tip of my tongue loses all of its moisture. The rest of the tongue's totally just fine, but a little bit drying. Let's go ahead and try Wild Turkey 101. Oh, like just baking spices, just apple pie, cinnamon everywhere. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot how much I love Wild Turkey 101. It has been a while since I've had it. But oh my god, it's a lot less creamy milkshake. It's a lot more of this like nutty apple pie, maybe a little bit of pecan pie almost. Viscosity, a little bit better on Wild Turkey 101, and the finish is not hardly drying at all compared to this. It's way smoother, way easier going down for the finish at least. I hate using the term smoother, but it's more smooth. And finish is just a little bit longer with the Wild Turkey 101. So if I did have to choose one between these two, I would say Wild Turkey 101 still has it for me. It is pretty close. It's a lot closer than I actually anticipated while I was starting this review. So let's go ahead and do the Bottled and Bond versus Old Forester 100. Ooh, okay, it's been a while since I've had Old Forester 100 proof too. It's very like creamy vanilla, like it's like a very like vanilla bean ice cream, like French vanilla, rich viscous vanilla, slight like nutty, like if you put like some like candied almonds on it or something, and very, very fruity. I'm getting lots of cherries, lots of strawberries, lots of peaches. Oh wow. You know, when you get caught up in like all these other allocated whiskeys, you forget sometimes how good the available products on the shelf truly are. That's kind of a wake-up call for me. The Costco Bottled Bond is a lot spicier than the Old Forester 100. A lot nuttier. Well, this is like a lot more creamy, approachable, fruity, more delicate. This is nuttier, a little bit spicier, got some baking spices in there. But this one, the finishes are comparable. This one, it's not drying at all, whereas this one is slightly drying and astringent right at the end, which kind of kills it for me. We know these two whiskeys are phenomenal whiskeys. I'm just slightly impressed with how well this is doing up against these two. I do acknowledge that these two are better than the Costco Bottled and Bond, but I think the Costco Bottled and Bond stood up way, way better than anticipated. And honestly, I'm gonna tip my hat to it. I knew these two were killers coming into it, but honestly, this one, it did really well. I don't necessarily know if I need a third bottle that's a sub $20 bourbon. That's a go-to daily drinker. But if you're looking for one and say, you know, this isn't your jam because it's a little bit softer and lighter, maybe you'd rather have these two since they're a little bit nuttier and spicier. I think a very, very similar comparison of this is with the Wild Turkey 101. They're very similar. The Wild Turkey 101 just kind of edges it out. Whereas these are two just different flavor profiles. I can tell which one's which, and kind of depending on the day, that's one I'd go to. So if you're a big fan of Wild Turkey 101, I definitely suggest go ahead and try out the new Costco Bottled and Bond. It's significantly better than anticipated, and it's holding its own with the big guys. Alrighty, to sum it up, I do think these two bottles, Old Forester 100 and Wild Turkey 1, are better than the new Costco Bottled and Bond, but it's just kind of preference. It's the new one, they did a really good job with it. It's very similar to those two, and for me, it's not going to become a regular addition to the bar, but if I couldn't find any of these two and I found this, it wouldn't be a bad replacement for these two. Or if you're looking for a third bottle, because I only technically really care to have two of those, if you're looking for a third like sub $20, 100 proof bottle, because technically this is a liter, so even though it's like $24, $25, that's roughly around like $18, $19, however much, whatever math. But I do think it holds its own pretty close to it, where, you know, what I do with these two, I don't think I would notice the difference between this, making it into an old fashioned or just pouring it on ice or anything like that. It's, you know, or even daily drinking. Comparatively, they're very, very close. I do have my preferences and my biases, so that does play something into it, but I'm very impressed with the new Costco Bottled and Bond. But that's gonna be a wrap for this video, folks. Please let me know what you thought about this video. Never really done some non-blind tastings in front of you guys, so that's a little new. But please do us a favor, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you thought about this video. Let us know what you guys think about the new Costco Bottled and Bond. Also, do us a favor, check out the Instagram, the Patreon, and our Facebook group. We appreciate you guys for your support. Cheers, y'all. We'll see you later.